Hello, Michelle. I'm really looking forward to going through this portfolio review of your photos. Now, first of all, this first picture is a real stunner. Um, it's hard to come up with anything to give to you because it's such a dramatic shot. I think it's pretty near perfect. The only thing I'd suggest, and it's really not that big a deal, is I'd love to see just a little bit more space on the left and right. Um, and the reason I say that is because whenever we have a situation of choosing compositions, often equidistance is a scenario where we usually like to have. Okay, let me back up. The distance between the feet and the edge of your frame here, well, on my screen, let's say it's an inch. Um, and this distance on my screen would be a bit more than an inch. But we have a little bit too close of a crop where the fingers are. And in fact, the fingers have a little bit of a distance inequality here between like this space and this space, but not by much. So I would suggest giving yourself a little bit more space from the fingers to the edge of the frame. Make sure it's equidistant, this side and this side. And that, I think that will allow you just to have a little bit more of a balance with regards to the shot. Otherwise, it's simply a stunning picture. I absolutely love it. And by the way, the black and white treatment is very good. Okay, let's get to the next shot. This is a gem of a photo, and because I'm also an architectural photographer, I love photographing architecture, especially when you create abstraction or you remove the known elements from architecture so you have these visual abstractions such as this. I think this is a fabulous shot. It's really great. The light is perfect, and I have no idea what this is, so you really confused the viewer, and I'm the viewer, so good work. Now this is not, this is simply option B. Please don't feel it's necessary, because it isn't. If you wanted to center this column here, you may find that it's a little bit more of a stronger composition, but it's not critical. So let me show you the before. And I know where you're going with this. What you were doing is looking for equidistance from here to here. And this is actually a very wise thing for you to do. It's perfectly normal, and it's a very good choice. You could also do this, where this is completely centered. And both of these options work very well. Okay, so great work on that shot. I love it. Okay, so this was an example of selective color removal, and I think it's very, very nice. I think the blue was a great choice for just leaving in the blue color and getting rid of all the other color. Now, usually this, I remember when this was quite popular, maybe 15 years ago, for people to have like a rose, and this was very popular in wedding photography back then, where it was black and white. Everything was black and white except the rose was red. And of course that's a little bit dated now. In fact, it's a lot dated and looks a bit silly. But this treatment here with a very subtle blue on this blanket, I think is really, really good. It's subtle enough not to be cheesy, and it actually really adds to the picture, I think. So really great work. We can't see the woman, but we know she's enjoying the surf. I like your composition with the umbrella. Everything works out. So good work on this shot. Let's get to your next one. This makes me smile because it is this type of abstraction is something that I absolutely love. I think it's a fantastic way to compose, and really what you have going on is a very good mix. You know, the rule of thirds. You're sort of balancing it between this line and of course the bench. You compose the bench very well, but the person leaving the frame tells the story. So this is a very artsy photo that has a narrative to explain. In fact, this would be probably an ideal photo that someone would choose for the cover of a book, or maybe the cover of an album, a musical album. Lighting is flawless. You got some great shadow here. It all works out. Plenty of great negative space. Love it. I wouldn't change anything. Okay, so this is your last of 5 pictures. And I don't know where this is. It's probably a modern art facility. That's my assumption, because this is such a strange and very interesting design element that's probably on the surface of this building. I think you got it perfectly. I wouldn't change anything. I might boost up the blues a little bit. Let's go to Edit, and we go to Color. And if you don't use Lightroom CC, or whoever's watching this video, many editing softwares allows you to adjust color channels. So this would be, I'm adjusting blue. I chose blue, and I boost the saturation. Now this is too much probably, that's electric blue, but somewhere around here would probably be good. And the nice thing about using color channels is that it doesn't affect the rest of the picture. So if I wanted to remove the blue altogether, to see how it's only the blue channel that's moving, it's very effective. So let's give ourselves that much blue. You could even do the same for green if you so desire. So let's take the green away, let's add it. Now do you see how the blue is not being affected? So let's increase a little bit. And also the hue, we can actually make this more green or less green. Now of course we don't want to make it unrealistic. Whatever green you saw of that building, then that's probably what we would choose. So this is what I would go for this. Okay, so really, let me pull out to see your 5 pictures. Yeah, excellent work, Michelle. It was a pleasure going through your 5 photos, and really great job. I didn't really give you much to change, which is probably a good sign. Have a great day.